Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a very common yet controversial topic, soft porn. You've probably seen it everywhere, but do you ever wonder what impact it really has on your mind and your relationships? Well, that's exactly what we're going to discuss today. I am Dr. Ruby Quinn, a relationship and sex therapist educating for fusion of your missing chunks of an intimate relationship. Now, we all know about hardcore porn and the negative effects it can have on our brains, relationships, and sexual health. It can alter your normal sexuality, and in some cases, it may even reduce your interest in sex altogether. But today we're diving into something that's just as common and just as impactful: soft porn. So what exactly is soft porn? It's not the explicit stuff we usually associate with pornography, but instead, it's more subtle. Soft porn includes images, jokes, quotes, or even stories that have a sexual undertone or appeal, but aren't overtly explicit. You've probably seen this on your social media feeds: little pictures, a funny meme, or a suggestive poem that stirs something inside you. It's not hardcore porn, but it can still trigger sexual arousal, sometimes without you even realizing it. Take TikTok, for instance. You might find yourself scrolling down and stopping at videos that don't seem sexual at first. Maybe it's a story, a short clip, or a joke. But the moment it catches your attention, it begins to stir something inside you. That's soft porn at play. So here's the question: does soft porn affect our brain the same way hardcore porn does? Yes, absolutely. Even though it may not seem as overt, soft porn can have a similar impact on your brain. The images, the jokes, the stories, they all trigger your sexual desires in much the same way. And it's way more accessible than you think. We don't need to search for it. It just pops up in our feed, one scroll at a time. Think about it. You're at home, spending time with your family or partner, and then you see a meme or an image pop up. You might laugh or share it with your friends, but without realizing it, it starts affecting you emotionally and sexually. And this can happen at any time, without anyone even thinking twice about it. Now, here's where it gets tricky. How does soft porn affect relationships? Let's say you've been exposed to soft porn regularly. These little bits of sexual content scattered through memes, poetry, or even subtle pictures. Over time, this exposure can lead you to compare your partner to the images you've been seeing. This happens all the time. Someone might start to compare their partner's body to the flawless, edited images they see online. They think, "Why doesn't my partner look like this?" Or, "Why aren't they as attractive?" This dissatisfaction slowly creeps in, and that's when problems in the relationship start. Here's the thing: those images you see are carefully curated. They're edited, they're posed, and they're professional shoots. But when you're constantly exposed to them, it can create unrealistic expectations in your mind. And suddenly, your real-life partner doesn't measure up. So, is this really a big deal? Should we be worried about soft porn? Yes, it's a big deal. Just like hardcore porn, soft porn has the potential to trigger addiction. It's so easily accessible. You don't need to go looking for it, it's right there in your social media feed. And before you know it, hours are gone and you've been indulging in that sexual stimulation. And here's the danger. Over time, this constant exposure rewires your brain. You start seeking that thrill and stimulation more and more, and eventually, it can begin to interfere with your real-life intimacy and relationships. So what can you do about it? How can you break free from this trap? The first step is to recognize it. If you find yourself constantly scrolling through images or reading stories that stir sexual desires, understand that this is a form of soft porn. And just like hardcore porn, it can have a negative impact on your brain, your sexual health, and your relationships. I always say this: pornography in any form is dangerous for your brain. Masturbation is one thing, but soft porn can often be even more harmful because it's more subtle, and it often goes unnoticed. So if you feel like you're falling into this cycle, it's time to take a step back. Reevaluate your relationship with sexual content online. Talk to your partner, and if you need to, get help from a therapist who can guide you through this. Remember, your real-life relationships are much more meaningful than any picture or meme you see online. Your partner, your family, and your real-life experiences are what matter. So, take care of yourself, take care of your relationships, and be mindful of the content you consume. It's easy to get lost in the endless scroll, but true intimacy and connection come from being present with the people you care about. All right, that's it for today. What do you think? Have you ever found yourself affected by soft porn? Or do you feel like it's not a big deal? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos on topics that matter. Take care, and I'll see you soon with another topic. Until then, stay safe and take care of your sexual health and relationships.